Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about 8 simple but powerful rules that can truly transform your life. Every person wants success, happiness, confidence, inner peace, good health, and a brighter tomorrow. But most people spend their days waiting for the right moment, the perfect chance, or some sudden miracle. The reality is far simpler than that. Your life changes through small decisions made every single day. Tiny habits repeated consistently slowly shape your body, your thinking, your emotions, your discipline, and your destiny. A better life is never built in one afternoon. It is built through healthy choices, wise thinking, patience, and daily commitment. In this video, we will explore 8 powerful life rules that can help you grow stronger, feel happier, become healthier, develop real discipline, and build lasting success. Everything will be explained in clear, simple English so every learner can follow easily. So settle in, pay close attention, and let us begin building a better life together. Rule 1. Never go more than 3 days without exercise. Most people want more energy, better health, stronger confidence, mental calm, and a body they feel proud of. Yet at the same time, many of those same people avoid moving their body completely. They spend long hours sitting, stay physically inactive, and slowly grow weaker, both physically and mentally. Then one day they ask themselves, why do I always feel so tired? Why does my body feel heavy? Why is my mind foggy and unmotivated? The answer is straightforward. The human body was built to move. When people stop moving regularly, both the body and the brain begin to suffer quietly and slowly. That is exactly why this rule holds such power. Never allow more than 3 days to pass without exercise. You do not need to become a competitive athlete. You simply need regular, consistent movement in your life. Exercise is not just about how you look on the outside. Many people mistakenly believe that exercise only exists for weight loss, building muscles, or physical appearance. But exercise touches nearly every corner of your life. It builds energy, sharpens focus, grows confidence, strengthens discipline, deepens sleep, lifts mood, protects mental health, and develops emotional stability. A body that grows stronger often creates a mind that grows stronger alongside it. Millions of people today live with constant stress and mental noise. Exercise offers a natural release for that emotional pressure. When you move your body regularly, the brain produces natural chemicals that improve your mood and lower stress without any medication. That is why so many people describe feeling mentally lighter and emotionally calmer after physical activity. Movement genuinely changes your inner energy. Another serious problem in modern life is comfort addiction. Today's world makes staying inactive extremely simple. People spend hour after hour watching screens, scrolling through social feeds, sitting at desks, lying in bed, and avoiding physical effort entirely. Little by little, the body weakens. And when the body weakens, motivation tends to weaken right alongside it. Laziness builds itself through repetition. But here is the good news. Movement builds itself through repetition too. The more consistently active you become, the more natural movement feels. The longer you remain inactive, the heavier and harder everything begins to feel. This is precisely why consistency carries so much importance. Another key truth is discipline. Many people only exercise when they feel a burst of motivation. But motivation is unpredictable. Some mornings you feel alive and energetic. Other mornings you feel drained and flat. People who succeed long-term understand one critical difference. Discipline outlasts motivation every time. They move their body even on the hard days. Not because they feel excited, but because they understand what consistent effort builds over time. A small workout is always more valuable than no workout at all. Many people skip exercise with the thought that if they cannot complete a perfect session, there is no reason to bother. This way of thinking quietly destroys progress. Even the simplest movement counts. A short walk, some stretching, a light jog, a few push-ups, a home workout, some yoga poses. Perfection is never the target. Movement is. Another important insight is about energy itself. Exercise actually generates more energy rather than draining it. Many inactive people believe that rest is the solution to their constant tiredness. But too much rest and inactivity often creates more heaviness and low motivation. Movement wakes both the body and the brain. Even a brief workout can dramatically shift your focus, lift your mood, and clarify your thinking. Your future health depends heavily on what you choose to do today. Health problems rarely appear suddenly. They grow slowly over years of neglect and poor habits. Many people only begin to value their health after it has already been damaged. Wise people protect and invest in their health long before problems become visible. Another powerful benefit is self-confidence. Exercise builds genuine confidence over time. Every single workout teaches the brain a quiet but important lesson. I can improve. I can stay disciplined. I can grow stronger. This gradually reshapes how you see yourself. People who exercise consistently begin to respect themselves more deeply. Exercise also develops emotional resilience. An active body tends to support greater emotional stability and mental strength. People who move regularly often feel calmer, steadier, and more mentally grounded. Here is another important truth. The condition of your body deeply influences the condition of your mind. When your body feels heavy, sluggish, and neglected, your mind often follows. That is why caring for your physical body matters for your mental peace too. One of the most common pitfalls is inconsistency. Some people train intensely for 1 week, then disappear completely for a month. This pattern creates unstable habits and very little progress. Consistency matters far more than intensity. Small, regular movement creates real and lasting change over time. There is also the matter of aging. As the years pass, movement becomes even more essential. Strong physical habits protect your energy, flexibility, balance, and strength as you grow older. People who neglect movement for many years often look back with real regret. Exercise is ultimately a form of deep self-respect. When you care for your body, you are sending yourself a clear message. My health matters, my future matters, my life matters. That mindset has the power to change everything. Exercise also develops mental toughness. Pushing through a workout even when it feels difficult teaches you how to continue under discomfort. That mental strength carries over into every other area of life. Your work, your studies, your relationships, and your personal growth. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to refuse to remain completely inactive. That is the real power of this rule. Never let more than 3 days pass without exercise, because long stretches of inactivity quietly erode your health, your discipline, your confidence, and your energy. When exercise becomes woven into your lifestyle, showing up consistently becomes easier and more natural. The body begins to expect and even welcome movement. Healthy routines create healthy lives. And remember, real physical transformation requires patience. Do not quit because you cannot see dramatic results yet. True growth often happens quietly and invisibly at first. Every single workout adds to your progress, even when that progress feels impossible to see. Your body carries you through every moment of your life. Protect it. Strengthen it. Respect it. Because health is something most people only truly appreciate after they have already lost it. So carry this with you. Never allow inactivity to take hold of your life for long stretches of time. Move your body regularly. Stay active consistently. Protect your health every day. Because a healthy body builds more energy, stronger confidence, better mental health, and a far better future. Rule 2. Wake up early. Waking up early is one of the most life-changing habits a person can build. Many successful, disciplined, and highly productive people guard their mornings with great care. The reason is simple. Mornings are different from any other part of the day. Early mornings are quieter, gentler, more peaceful, and far less filled with noise and distraction. The mind tends to feel fresher and more alert in the early hours. That is why rising early can reshape your focus, your discipline, your productivity, your mindset, and your emotional well-being. Many people wake up late and immediately step into stress. They rush through everything, grabbing their phone, checking notifications, scrambling to get ready, feeling the weight of pressure before the day has even truly begun. The entire day then carries that chaotic energy. But people who rise early often experience something very different. A sense of calm control over their own time and life. The way your morning begins very often shapes how your entire day unfolds. A stressful, rushed morning tends to create a stressful, scattered day. A calm and intentional morning tends to create a more focused and productive day. That is why mornings hold so much power. Waking early gives you precious extra time. Time for exercise, reading, learning something new, planning your day, meditation, quiet reflection, journaling, or practicing your English before the world demands your attention. Without the noise and pressure of the busy day, your mind can think with more clarity and depth. Another widespread problem today is the habit of staying up very late. Many people remain awake watching videos, endlessly scrolling through their phones, playing games, or simply wasting hours online. Then morning arrives and they wake feeling exhausted, groggy, and unmotivated. This pattern slowly damages energy levels, discipline, sleep quality, mental focus, and emotional balance. A strong, productive morning actually begins the night before. Good, consistent sleep is the foundation of everything. There is also the lesson of discipline. Waking early demands self-control every single morning. The bed feels warm and inviting. Sleep calls to you. But disciplined people learn to choose growth and intention over comfortable inactivity. This mental habit, practiced daily, becomes extraordinarily powerful across every area of life. Waking early also creates momentum. When your morning begins with purpose and productivity, that energy tends to carry forward through the rest of your day. After waking early, a person is far more likely to exercise, eat well, focus deeply, and waste less time throughout the day. One intentional habit tends to trigger another. This is how lifestyles are slowly and genuinely transformed. There is also the gift of mental peace. Many people constantly feel overwhelmed by stress and a painful lack of time. But peaceful mornings create emotional balance that carries you through the day. Early mornings offer a rare opportunity to slow down before the world wakes up and begins demanding things from you. Simple, quiet moments hold tremendous value. Drinking water unhurriedly, watching the first light of morning, breathing deeply and slowly, sitting in stillness, or thoughtfully planning the hours ahead. These quiet moments help the brain feel more organized, more grounded, and more ready. Another benefit is focus. The morning brain is typically sharper and less easily distracted. This is why many of the world's most productive people reserve their most important work for the early hours. Because deep, concentrated focus comes more naturally before the world fills with noise and demands. Time is also a factor worth thinking about seriously. Time is life itself. People who wake early gain additional hours for self-improvement that those who sleep late simply do not have. Those extra hours, accumulated over months and years, carry enormous power. Just one extra productive hour each day becomes more than 365 additional hours across a single year. That kind of time can genuinely reshape a person's future. Health is another consideration. Consistent, healthy sleep and waking schedules improve energy, mood, focus, digestion, emotional stability, and mental sharpness. The body functions best when it follows a reliable, natural rhythm. One particularly damaging habit is reaching for the phone the moment your eyes open. Many people begin their day immediately absorbing stress, comparison, negativity, notifications, and digital noise. This weakens mental focus before the day has truly started. Wise people are intentional about protecting those first quiet moments of the morning and do not allow technology to govern them. Another powerful truth is this: waking early builds identity. Every disciplined morning quietly teaches your brain a powerful message. I am becoming stronger. I can control my choices. I respect my own future. Over time, this slowly transforms how you see yourself and how much you trust yourself. Consistency is everything here. Some people manage to wake early occasionally, feel good about it, then slide back into late habits again. Real, lasting change happens through repeated daily behavior. Consistency matters far more than any single burst of motivation. It is also important to address excuses honestly. Many people say things like, "I'm just not a morning person," or "I'll change my schedule later," or "I'll start next week." But tomorrow quietly becomes next month, and next month becomes next year. Growth only begins at the exact moment action begins. Early mornings are genuine opportunities. Most people sleep through them without any real intention. Disciplined people use those same hours to quietly work on themselves while the rest of the world remains asleep and distracted. That steady difference, repeated daily, creates enormous distance over time. There's also emotional strength to consider. Choosing to rise early means overcoming the comfort of sleep again and again. That repeated act of choosing growth over comfort builds real resilience and genuine mental toughness. Slowly and surely, you begin proving to yourself that difficult things are within your ability. And here is the beauty of simplicity. You do not need a complex, perfect morning routine from the very first day. Start modestly. Wake up just a little earlier than yesterday. Drink a glass of water. Move your body even briefly. Spend a few minutes in quiet solitude. Small, consistent habits build powerful transformation over time. Your future is shaped by your routines more than by any single dramatic decision. Morning habits slowly and quietly shape your discipline, your productivity, your mindset, and the entire direction of your life. That is why mornings matter far more than most people ever realize. Waking early also carries an element of gratitude. Gratitude for time, for life, for the opportunity to grow. Peaceful mornings help people reconnect with what truly matters: their goals, their values, their personal growth, and the kind of person they want to become. So hold on to this reminder. Do not carelessly throw your mornings away. Wake with purpose. Guard those early hours. Use them wisely and intentionally. Because disciplined mornings, practiced consistently over time, slowly create disciplined and purposeful lives. Rule 3. Make time to read every day. Reading is one of the most powerful habits any person can build to improve their life. Many of the world's most successful people read consistently and deliberately because they understand something most people overlook. Books have the power to completely change the way you think. Reading develops knowledge, vocabulary, focus, imagination, communication ability, emotional intelligence, and genuine wisdom. Yet sadly, many people stop reading entirely once their formal education ends. They spend hour after hour scrolling through social media, watching short videos, and consuming endless digital entertainment, but never invest time in feeding their minds with meaningful ideas. Then they quietly wonder why their thinking never seems to grow or deepen. Here is an important truth. Your mind grows through what it consumes every day. Just as poor food harms the body over time, poor mental input harms the mind. When the brain is constantly fed negativity, gossip, shallow distractions, and meaningless content, thinking gradually becomes weaker and more scattered. But quality books strengthen the mind. Books introduce you to new ideas, fresh perspectives, life lessons gathered across generations, knowledge from many fields, and wisdom built from real human experience. Reading teaches people how to think more deeply and carefully. One major challenge in today's world is a shrinking attention span. Many people can no longer concentrate for extended periods because their brain has grown accustomed to constant scrolling, short clips, rapid notifications, and fast digital stimulation. Reading rebuilds that lost capacity for concentration. When you read regularly, your brain gradually grows calmer, more focused, and more patient. That improvement in attention carries into every other part of your life. Reading also naturally grows your vocabulary. You encounter new words, sentence patterns, expressions, and ways of communicating every time you read. This is why reading is especially powerful for anyone learning English. The more English you read, the more the language begins to feel natural and instinctive. Your brain quietly absorbs patterns of language in the background without you even noticing. Reading also improves the quality of your thinking. People who read regularly tend to become more effective at understanding complex ideas, solving problems creatively, articulating their thoughts clearly, and making wiser decisions. A single powerful idea encountered in a book can genuinely alter the direction of someone's life. Reading also exercises the imagination. Unlike passively watching videos or scrolling through images, books require the brain to actively construct meaning, visualize scenes, and engage deeply with ideas. This strengthens creativity and keeps the mind genuinely active rather than simply stimulated. Books also develop emotional intelligence. Great books explore human nature, emotions, relationships, conflicts, fears, hopes, and personal growth in all its messy reality. Reading helps you understand yourself more honestly and understand other people more compassionately. That is a form of wisdom that cannot be bought or shortcut. Here is another powerful truth. Knowledge builds on itself slowly. Many people dismiss small daily reading habits because the results are not immediately visible. But reading just 10 pages a day becomes thousands of pages across a single year. Small, consistent learning creates enormous long-term growth in your mind and in your life. This is how wise and intellectually strong people are quietly built over time. A common challenge is patience. Some people attempt reading once or twice, feel bored or distracted, and walk away from the habit entirely. But focus and attention are skills that must be developed through practice, not assumed from the start. At first, reading may genuinely feel difficult if your mind has grown used to constant rapid stimulation. That is completely normal. With time and consistency, the mind adapts and settles into a deeper rhythm. Choosing what to read also matters. Not every book creates positive change. Wise readers are intentional about what they choose. Books that improve mindset, communication, health, financial thinking, emotional intelligence, discipline, or personal growth offer far more return than books chosen at random. Think of books as mentors. Through the pages of a great book, you can learn from someone else's experience, benefit from their mistakes, and absorb their hardest-won wisdom without having to live through it yourself. Reading also protects the mind from a particular kind of emptiness. The emptiness that grows when people spend their lives only reacting to outside noise and social media without ever thinking independently. Reading cultivates the ability to think for yourself, to form your own views, question assumptions, and reason clearly. Reading also brings a quality of peace. Unlike the relentless stimulation of digital media, a good book slows the mind. It creates stillness and reduces the mental chaos that so many people carry constantly. Reading before sleep can even help quiet the mind and improve the depth and quality of rest. You do not need to read for hours every day to benefit. Even 10 or 15 minutes of daily reading carries genuine power because consistency changes who you are over time. Readers also tend to become stronger communicators. A well-read person naturally develops richer vocabulary, more compelling storytelling, stronger confidence in speaking, and greater skill in writing, all of which help in career growth, relationships, learning, and everyday conversation. Discipline is another quiet gift that reading offers. Sitting with a book requires patience and sustained focus. That mental training strengthens self-control, and a disciplined mind tends to create a more disciplined life overall. One of the most important truths is this: people who stop learning tend to stop growing. Education should not end when school ends. The wisest people remain curious and committed to learning their entire lives. They continue reading, discovering, questioning, and expanding their understanding of themselves and the world. Books can motivate genuine personal transformation. They can inspire you to change a destructive habit, shift your perspective, deepen a relationship, build confidence you did not know you had, or pursue a goal you had given up on. Sometimes a single chapter holds exactly the idea you needed at exactly the right moment. Reading is also an antidote to the negativity that surrounds us. Instead of continuously feeding your mind drama, conflict, and digital noise, books offer richer and healthier mental nourishment. This gradually and quietly improves the quality of your thinking. The quality of your thoughts shapes the quality of your life, and reading improves thought quality in ways that accumulate over time. Many people claim they have no time to read, yet those same people spend hours daily on things that return very little. Reading is rarely about lacking time. It is about priorities and what you are willing to protect. You do not need to begin with challenging books. Start with something genuinely interesting to you. Build the habit first. Understanding and focus will follow naturally as you grow. Books give you access to lives you will never personally live. History, science, philosophy, psychology, business, biography, and the full breadth of human experience. That access expands your mind in ways that very little else can match. Protect the habit of reading consistently, because it builds memory, sharpens concentration, deepens understanding, and keeps the mind alert and strong over a lifetime. That is a remarkable long-term investment in yourself. So carry this reminder with you. Make time to read every single day. Feed your mind with good ideas. Protect your attention from constant noise. Keep learning. Keep growing. Because people who read consistently and intentionally slowly build stronger minds, wiser perspectives, and genuinely better lives. Rule 4. Work harder than you did yesterday. Many people dream of a better life, but keep repeating the exact same habits every single day without change. They want more success, greater confidence, financial freedom, stronger skills, and a future they can be proud of. But they resist improving their daily effort. Then frustration builds because nothing in their life seems to move or change. The truth is straightforward. Your life improves when you improve. Growth happens when you push yourself past where you stopped yesterday. That is the heart of this rule. Work harder than you did yesterday. This does not mean exhausting yourself into the ground every day. It means becoming slightly better, slightly more committed, slightly more consistent than before. Small, steady improvement carries extraordinary power over time. Maybe yesterday you spent 20 minutes practicing English. Today you spend 30. Maybe yesterday you let hours slip away online. Today you focus with more intention. Maybe yesterday you gave up when things grew difficult. Today you hold on a little longer. These small, quiet improvements compound slowly into remarkable results. Most people who achieve meaningful success did not arrive there overnight. They improved gradually, day after day, habit by habit, decision by decision, over long stretches of time. People tend to focus on wanting enormous, dramatic results. But enormous results are almost always the product of small daily actions repeated consistently over months and years. A stronger future is assembled from stronger daily efforts. Constant comparison with others is another trap. Watching someone richer, more skilled, more successful, or seemingly further ahead creates stress and quiet despair. But comparison with others often destroys the very focus you need to grow. Your real competition is the version of yourself from yesterday. Ask yourself honestly, am I better today than I was before? Am I growing? Are my habits improving? That mindset generates genuine progress and removes the poison of comparison. Hard work also builds real confidence. Every time you push past your comfort zone, your brain records a quiet victory. I can do this. I can stay disciplined. I can grow through difficulty. This builds genuine self-trust. People who consistently do hard things begin to believe in themselves in a way that cannot be faked. Many people wait to feel motivated before they start. But motivation is unreliable and inconsistent. It arrives and disappears without warning. Disciplined people understand something important. Sustained effort matters far more than waiting for the right emotional moment. They continue improving even when they feel flat, tired, or uninspired. That is what separates people who grow from people who stay exactly where they are. Comfort zones are quietly dangerous places to live. They feel safe and pleasant in the short term. But staying too comfortable for too long almost always leads to quiet regret later. Real growth lives in discomfort. Learning a new skill is uncomfortable. Exercising is uncomfortable. Practicing a language you are still learning is uncomfortable at times. But discomfort is almost always where real transformation lives. People who genuinely improve their lives learn to move toward discomfort rather than away from it. Hard work also teaches patience in a way nothing else does. Real progress takes time, often far more time than we would like. Many people abandon their efforts too early because results seem painfully slow. But growth is often invisible in its earliest stages, much like planting a seed in soil. For a long time, nothing appears to happen. Yet underneath the surface, roots are quietly spreading and deepening. Then one day, visible growth breaks through. Success follows the same quiet pattern. Consistent daily effort compounds slowly and invisibly, until suddenly it does not. That is why staying consistent is everything. Working harder than yesterday does not require perfection. There will still be difficult days when energy is low and motivation has vanished entirely. Some days progress will feel completely invisible. That is normal and expected. The goal is never perfection. The goal is continued movement forward. Many people collapse after a single bad day or missed session. They reason that they have already failed, so what is the point? But people who ultimately succeed return to their effort again after imperfect days. They do not wait for a perfect restart. They simply continue. Consistent effort also creates real opportunity. People who develop strong, valuable skills over time become genuinely more capable and more valuable. To employers, to clients, to their own future selves. Investing in communication, English fluency, business thinking, discipline, problem-solving, or leadership can reshape someone's entire trajectory. Skills open doors that would otherwise remain closed. Repeated effort also reshapes identity in a profound way. Consistently working hard slowly transforms how you see yourself. You begin to experience yourself as someone disciplined, focused, mentally strong, and capable. That shift in identity is deeply powerful and self-reinforcing. Your future self is being built right now through today's choices. Many people carry vivid dreams about success while quietly avoiding the daily work that creates it. But dreams alone move nothing. Action moves life. A person who works consistently at their goals every single day will travel far further than someone who only talks about their goals and waits for conditions to be perfect. Something else worth understanding. Hard work is not a punishment. It is an investment. An investment of time, energy, focus, and discipline into the future life you want to live. When you see it that way, everything changes. Consistent effort also builds resilience that carries across all of life's challenges. People who regularly face and push through difficult tasks become better equipped to handle pressure, setbacks, and failure in every domain: work, relationships, health, and personal growth. Time also carries enormous weight in this equation. Every day passes regardless of whether you choose to improve or not. That is why daily choices hold such significance. A single productive day may not feel life-changing, but hundreds of productive days, stacked consistently over time, completely reshape a person's life and future. This is how extraordinary lives are actually built. Not through one dramatic moment, but through deliberate, repeated effort sustained across years. Many people deeply underestimate what they are capable of. They do not fully realize how dramatically different their life could look after just 1 year of consistent discipline, reading, exercise, learning, and focused daily effort. You do not need to transform everything overnight. You simply need to be slightly stronger, slightly wiser, and slightly more disciplined than you were yesterday. That is genuinely enough to change everything over time. So remember this: do not remain locked inside yesterday's habits and yesterday's limits. Push yourself to grow a little more each day. Improve steadily and consistently. Work harder than you did yesterday. Stay disciplined even when the day feels heavy, because small daily improvement, sustained over time, creates a life that looks completely different from where you began. Rule 5. Think less. Many people quietly destroy their own peace through excessive thinking. They endlessly worry about what might happen in the future, replay past mistakes, fear things that have not occurred, dwell on problems, and obsess over what other people think of them. Gradually, the mind grows stressed, exhausted, and emotionally burdened by thoughts that never rest. Thinking itself is not the enemy. Clear thinking is valuable and necessary. But overthinking creates suffering that is entirely self-generated. Many people experience more pain inside their own imagination than they ever experience in actual reality. They build elaborate negative scenarios in their minds and grow afraid of situations that may never even arrive. Here is an important truth. Not every thought that enters your mind deserves your full attention and energy. Some thoughts are genuinely useful. Others are nothing more than fear wearing the costume of reason. Wise people develop the ability to observe their thoughts without automatically believing every single one. Overthinking also freezes action. Many people think and plan and analyze endlessly without ever beginning. They wait for perfect confidence, perfect conditions, or complete certainty before they move. But life does not offer complete certainty. Sometimes the most important thing you can do is simply start. A calm and clear mind makes far better decisions than an overloaded and anxious one. That is why protecting your mental peace is so important. Simple, consistent habits help bring the mind back to calm. Regular exercise, reading, walking in nature, breathing slowly and deeply, prayer, meditation, and deliberately reducing time spent on social media. So carry this reminder. Think carefully and intentionally when the situation calls for it. But do not allow overthinking to become the default setting of your mind. Protect your peace actively. Take action when action is needed. Allow your mind real rest. Because life becomes lighter and clearer when the mind is calmer and less burdened. Rule 6. Give more to people. Many people spend most of their lives focused almost entirely inward, on their own goals, their own challenges, their own comfort, and their own advancement. Over time, this narrowness creates a kind of emotional emptiness that success and achievement alone cannot fill. Real happiness tends to grow through something that points outward. Through kindness, genuine connection, generosity, and the experience of being truly helpful to someone else. Giving does not require money. You can give your time, your attention, your honest encouragement, your patience, your warmth, and your presence. Sometimes a few sincere words offer someone more than you will ever know. I believe in what you are doing. You are stronger than you think. I am here if you need me. Many people around you are quietly carrying enormous weight. Stress, loneliness, self-doubt, fear, and emotional pain they rarely speak about openly. Genuine kindness matters far more than most people realize. Here is a truth worth holding. People may forget your achievements and your titles, but they almost never forget how you made them feel in a moment that mattered. A kind person creates a sense of warmth and safety around them wherever they go. Giving also quietly transforms your own mindset and inner life. When you actively support and encourage others, you become more grateful, more emotionally mature, and more deeply connected to the meaning of your own life. Generosity also builds stronger relationships over time. Truly strong relationships are not built on shared success. They are built on genuine care, consistent support, mutual respect, and emotional presence during both good times and hard ones. At the end of a life, most people hold most tightly to love, friendship, family, and memories of kindness, not to wealth or status or professional achievements. That is why giving matters so deeply. So remember this. Give more kindness, give more genuine support, offer more respect, and give more of your real time and attention to the people in your life. Life grows more meaningful and more full when you make a real and positive difference in the lives of others. Rule 7. Spend time with your family. Many people become so consumed by chasing career success, financial goals, and external achievement that they slowly drift away from the people who matter most. Life moves with startling speed. Parents grow older year by year. Children grow up faster than it seems possible. Moments that were always there suddenly are not. And once they are gone, they cannot be recovered. That is why deliberately and consistently spending real time with your family is so important. Many people believe that providing financial support is the complete expression of love and care. But emotional presence matters just as much, often more. Sometimes family does not want anything elaborate or expensive. They simply want your attention, your conversation, your interest in their lives, and your genuine company. The simplest shared moments become the most treasured memories over time. Sitting together at a meal, laughing at something silly, talking honestly, listening without distraction, being genuinely present. Here's a truth worth thinking about. Money once lost can be earned again. Time once passed never returns. Moments with the people you love most cannot be recovered or replaced once they are gone. Family also provides something irreplaceable during life's hardest chapters. Life brings pain, failure, loss, and emotional storms that no one escapes entirely. The presence of a strong and loving family gives people the emotional foundation to survive those moments and keep moving forward. Many people arrive at a later stage of life carrying deep regret, not about work left undone, but about time not given to the people they loved. That realization is one of the most painful a person can carry. Do not wait for that moment. Protect your family relationships now while you still can. Talk more honestly and openly. Listen with real patience and care. Show appreciation for the people who have always been there. Be genuinely present, not physically nearby while mentally elsewhere. Spend real, meaningful time together. Because the moments you create with family become the memories that matter most when everything else fades. Rule 8. Smile more. Many people move through their days carrying stress, worry, emotional exhaustion, and quiet negativity as though it were simply the natural condition of being alive. Slowly, without noticing, they stop smiling. Life begins to feel heavy and gray all the time. But a genuine smile is a far more powerful thing than most people ever consider. Smiling improves your mood, opens communication, builds quiet confidence, and shifts your emotional energy in ways that are real and not imagined. Your energy also reaches other people in ways you may not be aware of. A warm, genuine smile creates a sense of comfort and openness. It makes every conversation feel more human and more connected. Smiling also does something quiet and real inside your own mind. It shifts perspective toward what is possible rather than what is wrong. This does not mean pretending your life is perfect or that problems do not exist. Life always includes difficulty, pain, and seasons of real struggle. But choosing to smile means choosing to believe in something beyond the present difficulty. It means refusing to allow negativity and hardship to be the only story your mind tells. Many people narrow their focus entirely onto stress, obstacles, and everything that is going wrong. Wise people also make room to notice beauty, feel gratitude, find peace, and experience simple everyday joy, even in the middle of imperfect circumstances. A genuine smile offered freely has the power to shift someone else's entire day. Do not underestimate that. So carry this with you. Smile more, laugh more, and choose to face life with more openness and warmth. Because life genuinely becomes lighter and more worth living when you stop carrying unnecessary heaviness everywhere you go. If this video was helpful, please like it, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe to the channel for more English lessons and life-changing ideas. And always remember, a better life is never created in a single night. It is created through better choices, made again and again, every ordinary day. And those are the 8 powerful rules that can truly change your life, one small habit at a time. But here's the most important thing I want you to remember today. You do not need to apply all 8 rules perfectly starting tomorrow. Just pick one. Start with one rule that feels most important to you right now. Practice it every day. Let it become natural. Then slowly add another. That is how real, lasting change is built. Quietly, consistently, one decision at a time. If you are watching this channel to improve your English, I want you to know something. Every video you watch here, every word you hear, every sentence you read, it is all building something inside you. Your vocabulary is growing. Your listening is improving. Your confidence with English is getting stronger, even on the days it does not feel that way. Keep going. Progress is happening even when it feels invisible. Now, if this video helped you in any way, whether it improved your English, gave you a new idea, or simply made you feel more motivated, please take 2 seconds and hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more English learners around the world who need this content. If you are new here, welcome. This channel, Read and Learn English, is dedicated to helping you improve your English through real, meaningful content. Every video is designed to grow your vocabulary, sharpen your listening skills, and build your confidence, all at the same time. So, if that sounds like something you want, subscribe now and turn on the bell so you never miss a new lesson. And if you have a friend, a classmate, or a family member who is also learning English, share this video with them today. Learning together makes the journey faster and far more enjoyable. I will see you in the next video. Keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing. Goodbye for now.